Today I'm going to show you exactly how to block your first crochet or knit garment. Blocking is a process in which you're getting the fibers of your piece to relax so that it lays in a way that is flattering to your body and or comfortable. So we're going to go through that process today together. I pre-blocked the granny squares when I was sewing this together, but because of the tension in my crocheting, sometimes they looked, not as nice as I had wished. We're going to do another blocking procedure with less stretch and more of just getting the sweater to be more cohesive and work together. Hi, I'm Jenna from Beautiful Design Crochet. I come out with a new video each Friday. Hit that subscribe button for more crochet tutorial, other crafty inspiration. I started it back in December and it's finally finished and ready to be blocked. So let's do it. This is so exciting because this is my first wearable that I've made and it's taken me hours. I don't have a washing bin, so we're just gonna use my kitchen sink. Since we're using my kitchen sink, I wanna make sure this is as clean as possible. So I am going to clean the sink with a bleach solution. This is something that we typically use on a day-to-day basis anyway. So I'm gonna give it a good scrubbing. So I've sprayed the sink. I'm gonna leave it for 3 minutes just to sanitize it and let that bleach do its thing. Then we're gonna scrub it down and rinse and rinse and rinse. It is okay that we're using a bleach solution because we are going to be diluting the surface as much as possible with water before we actually do the procedure. So we are ready to get started. I added the water stopper and added some cold water halfway up the sink. I don't know if I said this before, but you want to make sure that you're doing this in is going to fit the piece that you are going to be blocking. This sweater is super bulky, so I don't think even if I had a wash bin it would fit inside one. It will fit inside the sink, so that's why we're using this. The type of blocking that I'm going to be doing has a detergent that we're going to be adding to the solution, and it's no rinse. So after we soak the sweater into the water and detergent solution, we don't have to rinse the soap out of the sweater. This is such a delicate, concentrated solution of detergent that we only put a little bit into our sink here, and that dilutes it enough to where we don't have to rinse it, and it's perfectly fine for the garment itself. I have this product linked in the description. A lanolin enriched laundry detergent. Add 5 milliliters or 1 tablespoon to every 1 gallon of water. More for heavily soiled items. Squeeze the article gently and soak for 15 minutes or more. No need to rinse. This is about 2 gallons of water, I'm gonna be guessing. So I will be adding 2 teaspoons or 10 milliliters of this solution. I got my teaspoon here. Smells like eucalyptus. Very nice. Also, you don't need to use soap for blocking. When I started this project, it was in December, and I've left it laying around the house. My dog Teddy has been laying on it. It's very soft, so that's okay, and I don't mind, but I want to give it a good soak so it is properly clean for when I actually want to wear it. I've also been working on it in other public spaces, like public transport or at my office, in the dog park, things like that. So I just want to make sure it is fresh and ready to wear when it's all done being blocked. The sweater beforehand, I'm going to fold it up just so it will fit in here properly. There's no going back from here. I'm carefully applying pressure to the sweater and pushing it into the water. I want it to get properly submerged, but I don't want to be stretching it out any more than it needs to be. I'm going to leave this to soak for about 15 minutes, just like the instructions on the detergent bottle said, and we'll come back and start drying it out. Alright guys, welcome back. It's been 15 minutes since we've left our sweater in the detergent water solution, and now we're gonna attempt to dry it. So obviously you can see that the sweater is waterlogged. I'm going to remove I'm gonna remove the water plug and let the water drain. And now I'm going to gently apply pressure, trying not to stretch out the fibers too much. The yarn I use for the sweater is 100% wool, so it really soaks up a lot of the moisture. How you doing? That's good. Now I'm going to take this towel. We can dry it out a little bit more. Okay, so this sweater has quite a bit of water in it still. So gently press out the rest of it in this towel. While I'm rolling this up, I'm not rolling it too tight, just letting it do its thing. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of pressure here to get more of the excess water out. The towel is pretty wet. Let's get our blocking board set up. Set up the blocking board now. Make sure that when you are setting this up, you're doing it in the room that you're actually going to keep this in while it's drying. The link for this blocking board is in the description. I'm doing my best to make sure that the lines here match up so I can accurately place my pins when I am blocking this. The general shape of the sweater on this blocking board, let's go ahead and apply it. This thing is great because you can change the orientation of how you want your squares to go. So I'm not sure if this is set up correctly for the side of the sweater, but I can change that very easily. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna take it out of here gently. And it is much lighter now, a lot less water in it. And I'm going to lay the sweater on here as if I were to wear it. I want to make sure that the back or the inside of the sweater is just as uniformly set up as the front side. So once I get it all set up, I'm going to open it back up and make sure that it is set up how we want it. As you can see, the sweater is a little bit off of the side, so I'm gonna have to reorganize how these squares are. Okay, this is definitely off center. It does not have to be perfect though. I just want to make sure that the whole sweater is actually able to fit on this board. So let's do it again. Okay, so this is much better. You can see that it's not as bad as before, laying off of the board right here. And same for the other side, but you can't see that one. I could technically leave it like this, not pinned, but I make sure that it's not shifting shape while it's drying. So I'm going to pin it down in a few places. Make sure you're careful because these things are sharp. So we got this pinned up. You can see it's not warped in any way, really. I applied several pins on the bottom here to match up with the ribbing. So this is the sweater properly blocked, and we're gonna leave it here on the floor flat until it's dry. It'll probably take about 24 to 36 hours because it is made of wool and it's heavy at that. This is basically the final step, and then you get to use your piece. This is really exciting. So I can't wait to show you guys the finished result. Already feels so much more relaxed and like a normal piece of clothing. What do you guys think?
Thanks so much for watching. Smash that subscribe button to be a part of this crafty community and learn more.